You know, for 2 decades, I've been cranking on these things, like with a wrench or a socket, and then I discovered power tools a couple years ago, and man, that was really a game changer for sure. She's off. Yeah, this one's pretty flippy floppy. Shouldn't have that much lateral motion. I know the lighting's not great here, but that bearing's flopping around laterally inside of this bearing housing. But that's okay. We have a new to us one to put in there. Those are the two arms that came off. Those are the two arms that are going in. And then this is going to drop into a machine. We're not going to film any of that. You guys have seen pit swaps before. It's nothing new. This is slightly concerning. I went to put our other jogger arm pillow block bearing on, and yeah, it shouldn't go on that easy. It should be either pressed on or hammered on with the punch tool behind me. So crazy. Let's see if we have a new bearing. Maybe we can put a new bearing in the housing and that'll be good, because the other one took the big puller and the 1/4-inch impact. It was slow going, but I mean, it came off. I forgot the snap ring first, so I kept tightening it down and it wasn't moving anywhere. And then I cleared all the dirt away, and oh, there's a snap ring in there. Cool. So in order to swap these bearings out, turn it sideways. And it should release. You've got these two little slots on the side. These are entry points. This bearing, I fitted it on the shaft first. I just kind of tried to slide it on there and it wouldn't go. So I know that this is going to be a very good fit. While I'm here, while I'm thinking about it, we're out of focus. Come on, man. Is that a little better? A little bit. This vintage of jogger shaft has a snap ring here. They don't all have that. I didn't realize it was there at first. This is an older style. So you've got a milled surface here, a groove for a snap ring, and then a shoulder that the bearing bottoms out against. Some of the newer styles just have a roll pin drilled through here that you just punch the bearing on until you touch those stops, and there's no additional retainer on this side, because it's really not needed. If you've got a good tight press fit, this bearing isn't going to go anywhere on the shaft. You hear the sound change? That means it bottomed out. Got the snap ring. Oh no. Reload. Reload. Almost. I went too far. There we go. Now it's in the groove. Good. I want to see something here. We made up that jogger shaft to drop into this lane, but I pulled the pit board up, and this pit conveyor has a couple of issues, but I'm not sure it's necessarily the jogger shaft. I took the board out. We're gonna run it without the board in and see what kind of sound it makes. Maybe if I can turn it on. Uh-oh, it won't turn on. Hold on. That's honestly not bad. I'm hearing more noise from the motor than our pit conveyor. I think I might have found it. Loose hardware. That one's missing. That one I don't know under there, but let's look at the other side. This one looks okay. It's got bolts in it. They've been relocated to new spots, but maybe that noise was just our deflector plate rattling around. Interesting. All right, I found two. One shorty, one tall. That should be what we need. So we're into the second pit of the day here. I'm glad that we didn't need that jogger arm that I made up a little while ago, because we definitely need it here. Kind of a tight spot in there, but the bearing in this jogger arm is shot. It's just slapping around in there and making all kinds of noise. So we have a good jogger arm assembly that's going to go in here, and then hopefully we can rebuild this. Hopefully the hopefully the shaft isn't ruined. Hopefully it's just a bearing, but we don't know until we start taking this apart a little more. I can probably see in there a little bit better than the camera's gonna pick up, but it's definitely the shaft. The shaft is made out of softer steel than the bearing races, the inner and outer race. So bearing wins, shaft loses. Time to go home.